What's up, everybody? Welcome to Among the Fence. My name is Aaron. It is time for New Music Friday. Going to be announcing some of the new music coming out throughout the week of April 4th. And as always, if I missed something and you're looking forward to, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. And also let me know what you want me to review next. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. It helps out so much with YouTube's algorithm and it'll keep my videos popping up in your recommended section. And of course, if you want to, support me further than that, always subscribe and ring the bell icon. That way you don't miss out on any of future reviews or New Music Fridays. But moving on now, let's talk about some new music. Bleed From Within is releasing their new album titled Zenith. I didn't really care too much for the sound on their last album, Shrine. I didn't really get why everybody loved it so much. I mean, it's not bad. It is good. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like album of the year for me or even close to that, I guess. It just kind of abandons everything that I love about the band's earlier work, even just the album that came before it, Fracture, which was so freaking good and it's just pure metalcore bliss. And then this Shrine was a little bit more mainstream for me, a little bit more radio friendly, and I didn't really care for it that much. And I just hope that's not a trend that's gonna happen on this new album, but I feel like it is, because they made so many new fans and probably so much more money when they came out with Shrine compared to Fracture, because so many more people were able to listen to it. It was able to just fit into the modern metalcore scene. So I don't know. It's one of my favorite bands, and I hate to see them kind of change their sound in this direction, but it is what it is. We also have a new album from Thornhill titled Bodies. And honestly, I could say pretty much the same exact thing about this band. Their last album was all right. The singles for this one are, I don't know, they're kind of like pushing away the craziness that made them sound so good on their album Dark Pool. It's just kind of more alt rock more than anything else currently. And it sounds good, don't get me wrong, but it's not really what made me fall in love with the band or a lot of other fans. And I don't know, I mean, it's going to take some getting used to. I did listen to a couple of the singles, and I did go back and listen to a little bit of their last album. And honestly, it does sound good, even for alt rock or metal, whatever you want to call it. Again, it's not really bad. It's just a dramatic change from form, but I kind of like this a little bit more than at least the transition that Bleed From Within made. Thornhill, they still sound different. They still sound like themselves, at least, which, yeah, I don't know. I'm still pretty excited for this one just because I want to hear what they're doing next, because I feel like this is a band that could pretty much do whatever they want and still kind of manage to sound good and win over everybody at the same time. We get a new single from Tallah titled What We Know. I'm excited for this one, even though this is one of like the few bands where I seem to enjoy the singles more than the full album, because I don't really care that much for the vocals. I know it's a huge selling point. Justin, I think his last name is like Bonitz or something like that. He's great, but I just get tired of his performance, his kind of niche thing that he does, where he kind of acts all crazy and stuff, and he always does like these really breathy, loud inhales, something that like Korn did and a couple other bands. I'm pretty sure Corey Taylor did in Slipknot. And it's just a thing that he does on like almost every single line that he finishes. And it's a little bit too much for me. I'm still excited to hear this though, because I feel like a single is just enough of that for me to not like want to never listen to them again, like a full album. We also get a new single from Sleep Token titled Caramel. Correct me if I said that wrong. I know there's going to be a debate on that one. The last single didn't really go over so well for a lot of fans. I guess they didn't really care that much for the rapping section. I don't really consider it to be rapping. It's more fast pace type of stuff. I feel like what Ronnie Radke does is actually rapping. And I just feel like what Vessel was doing wasn't really quite the same thing. It just wasn't as fast. I don't know. I wouldn't consider it to be like full on rapping. And I kind of enjoyed it because it fits their whole aesthetic and it fits their whole sound on their song Rain, I believe it is. I mean, he gets a little quick in that song as well. So it just kind of worked. It wasn't my favorite thing they've ever done, especially because like the synth in the background and stuff was just kind of all right. I'd rather hear the whole band. But I have a feeling this is going to be different. I feel like it's probably going to be heavier. It's going to be what you want from Sleep Token more than anything else, especially since they gave us kind of a head scratcher last time. They're probably going to, they're going to want to redeem themselves because they know it's going to be kind of weird with that last single they released. So I think this one's going to go back to form a little bit. We also get a new single from Dragged Under titled AlgoRYTHYM. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked this band's dropping new music. Basically, every member of this band has left. Only vocalist Tony Capacci, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, is the main constant member who's left, which kind of helps me a little bit because I love the vocals in this band. I like Tony a lot. I've known him for 10 years, and I just enjoy how passionate he is about music and how he just really wants to bring the energy every time. But if they're missing, I can't remember their two guitarist names. I know one of them was Ryan Fluff Bruce, who has the Riffs, Beards, and Gear channel on YouTube. If you don't know who he is and you're into music, definitely check that out because he's like a guru when it comes to all that stuff. And without him there writing the guitar riffs and all the other stuff, I don't know if the riffs are going to hit that hard. I feel like they might lean more into being a little bit more overproduced and just kind of basic riffs and stuff, radio play stuff. So yeah, I hope that's not the case. I don't know the musicians in the band anymore. They've gone through like 2 different sets of them by this time, and their last album came out in 2022, I think it was, something like that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to hear what they're going to sound like, but at the same time, I'm not expected to be super riff heavy like it was before. We get a new single from Humanity's Last Breath titled Anthacite. It took me this is my 12th try trying to say that word. I feel like their last album, Ashen, I feel like it just came out, but it's been 2 years. I've just been listening to the album so much. It's fantastic, and I feel like it's one of the best and most underrated death metal or deathcore albums that came out in 2023, and which was a year that was jam-packed full of good records. I normally don't care that much for this band's singles, honestly, just because this band writes music in long story type of form. And when you just hear the single, it's just kind of, I don't know, it sounds good, but I'm somebody who likes the concepts that they come up with. And I feel like you're just missing out on it. So I'm excited for this, but I'm probably not going to listen to it. I'm going to wait for the album because I want it all. I don't want to just read a chapter of their story. I want the whole stinking thing. We also get a new single from Rise Against titled Prizefighter. Their last album wasn't really that great, which hurt a lot because this is one of my favorite bands of the early 2000s. I listen to them all the time. And yeah, it's just, they haven't aged that well. They've pretty much lost a lot of their original sound, and they just kind of sound more poppy, I guess you could. I don't even know how to describe it. It just isn't really there for me anymore, and I don't really expect this to be anything other than like catchy radio rock, which will probably make fans love it, I'm sure. But as far as like an old school fan, I haven't liked most of any of the stuff that they've released lately. We also get a new single from To The Grave titled Sawed Off. I am not going to show the picture of it here because it was not appropriate. You can look it up if you want. I'm sure it's on the Spotify playlist thing or whatever. If you go like upcoming music or whatever, yeah, it wasn't good. This band could be a lot of fun, but they're not easy to listen to, that's for sure. I love the riffs and the rhythms in this band more than anything else. The vocal performances can be kind of hit or miss here or there. When it's super low and guttural, I usually like it. When it's kind of high-pitched and snarly, it's not my favorite type of vocal tone. So they do have songs that's like all of that, and I usually skip it because it becomes very dull to me. It's overdone because there's not enough vocal variety in there. They definitely flew under my radar for quite a long time, but I'm super hyped because you don't really see too much from this band anymore just because it flies under the radar. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. If you guys haven't heard of this band, definitely check out To The Grave. But like I said, they're hard to listen to. You got to be in the right mind. Some people might be a little triggered by some of the stuff that they sing about, but yeah, I don't know. Listen with caution, I guess you could say. And that is it for New Music Friday. A lot of good stuff coming out this week. If I missed anything that you guys are looking forward to, please leave a comment below letting me and everybody else know. Also, let me know what you want me to review next. There's a lot of stuff coming out this week and a lot of things, and I'm not going to be able to get around to it all. So yeah, if you want to see me do something, let me know what you would like to see. Also, please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe and ring the bell icon to help support me as much as you possibly can, especially if you want to continue seeing more of me, of course. And I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in for another segment of New Music Friday. A lot of you guys keep coming back, and welcome to anybody who is new here. I do this every single Thursday night, and yeah, I pretty much I don't think I've really ever missed, I don't think I've ever missed a week of doing this. Yeah, we're pretty consistent around here. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night whenever you have me watching this, and I'll talk to you guys next time.